who's joining us on the show, CA Rudramurty BV, founder director at Vachna Investments. Rudra, hi, morning, and good to be chatting with you. What is your overall outlook of the market right now, given that fundamentally a lot is happening in terms of the Q3 updates that we're getting, lots of stock-specific news and action as well. But on the charts, how do you see the markets shaping up, especially given that on a day like yesterday, we touched the Nifty all-time high and then we've seen a sharp pullback as well. So what's your view?
Good morning and thanks for having me in the show. I am definitely bullish on this market. Every dip is a buying opportunity, but one has to understand this is not a simple buy a market where everything moves up. It is a very stock specific and a sector specific kind of a market. And also what is very peculiar is it is 3-step forward and 2-step backward. So it is not a single straight line kind of a move and a clear trending market, but still the entire move is on the upside. So every dip is a buying opportunity. Overall, you have to be very sector specific and stock specific till we stay above levels of 26,000. This market is a buy on dip, and you can see the base has now got shifted. Earlier the base was between 25,800 to 26,200, 300 kind of a range. Now the base has shifted to 26,000 to 26,500. So market is a 3-step go up and a 2-step come down kind of a market. Be very sector specific, stock specific. Look at PSU banks for that matter, looking very, very bullish. Be very selective. Even OMCs can do good. Oil prices can definitely remain in the same range, and that will be very positive to stocks like, for example, Indigo, where all the negative news is already out. So for me, you have to be very sector specific, stock specific. PSU banks, OMCs, select pharma, private banks, again in that ICICI Bank. So there are all pockets where you have to be on the long side, but I am bullish on this market. Every dip is a buying opportunity.
Every dip is a buying opportunity. Rudra, thank you for that view. Stay with us. Charts.
See, for me, Harsh, definitely if I have to pick one stock when it comes to the auto pack, it will be Mahindra and Mahindra. So if you see, it has now made an attempt even to go out of that zone of 3,800, and again yesterday it just consolidated there. So strongest among all the stocks from auto will be Mahindra and Mahindra. Definitely at current market price, I will be a buyer or use any dips to levels closer to 3,700, 3,720 zone. So start buying from current market price, and on every dips, stock is very, very strong on charts. So I won't be surprised to see 4,000 coming soon on M&M, and the number one stock which I will be betting at current market price from autos will be Mahindra and Mahindra.
Okay.
Charts once again, and Rudra, coming to you first, any stocks looking good from the broader end of the market? What would your mid-cap picks be?
See, for me, rain industry looks very, very strong. And if you see the chart pattern as well as price action, it has just now broken out of a crucial resistance which was there at around 140. And stock is holding those levels above 140, and it is now headed straight towards its recent highs of around 180 to 200. So a very good risk reward at current market price. So I will be a buyer in rain industry looking at targets of 200 and have a stop loss of 135. So a risk reward of 1:6 kind of a risk reward at current market price. Also for me, another stock which looks very good available in futures is Kalyan Jeweler. This stock has made a rounding bottom formation, took support multiple times at levels of around 470, 480, and now it has yesterday given a breakout above levels of 495. So I will be a buyer in Kalyan at current market price looking at targets of 540 with a stop loss of 490. And if you want to go with larger bank, ICICI looks very strong. So anyone who wants to go long in futures, look at ICICI Bank, initial target of 1,400 with a stop loss of 1,355.
Okay, so that looks good, and those are some of the stocks that are looking good to Rudra right now. Before we go across to Kunal.
But very quickly on charts, if you can give us a view.
See, for me, this Tata Motor EV, what you are asking, yes, it has just been a stock which has been consolidating all through, and then still the trend is not clearly for me on the upside. So I will just definitely wait or even avoid. Look at M&M, which I'm very, very bullish on, or in fact, for me, change the entire sector and move to PSU banks, which looks very, very attractive for me. Names like Union Bank, or even for that matter, Canara Bank. All these looks very strong to me. Or if you want to stay with large cap, be with SBI. So SBI, Union Bank, Can Bank.
So that's the take coming in from Rudra.
The metals pack that you're liking?
See, Harsh, for me, yes, metals are doing very good and it will continue to do good. Any dips in stocks, like for example, aluminium as a counter, if you want to take, look at Nalco, for that matter, even Hindalco, they all look very, very strong. So any dips on Nalco, Hindalco will be a buy for me. If you want to play with steel, then yes, look at stocks like either Tata Steel or even JSW Steel. So for me, metals will do good. Every dip is a buying opportunity, but don't forget to look at PSU banks. And I was repeatedly talking again and again on this. Look at the way Union Bank is performing. Even look at, for that matter, Bank of India. They all do very good and it will still continue to do good. Lot of space available still for the up move to continue, both in metals as well as PSU Bank. So I am bullish on this market by every dip.
Okay, Dabur and Trent, viewers are under some bit of pressure. Kunal, what's the take with regard to it? But now that the market has opened, how are you looking at the charts with regard to an Axis, with regard to a Kotak, with regard to an IndusInd?
Harsh, in fact, pre-market before the open, we were talking about ICICI Bank. In fact, that was one of my recommendation. I spoke about a target of 1,400, which more or less it has already done. So my pick in private bank at current levels also will be on ICICI Bank. Yes, followed by Axis Bank, even that looks good. What has happened is today, after that breakout, what Axis gave, it is just seeing some amount of profit booking. So for me, even between Axis and ICICI, I will still prefer ICICI followed by Axis Bank. So for me, in private banks, it will be ICICI Bank number one and then Axis Bank.
Okay, so that's the pecking order when it comes to private banks from Rudra.